as dangerous as it can be to walk at night. Have you guys ever just had a night walk? It's usually cold, and I like the cold, so, it's like, finally, a break from the fucking summer heat. Even he's talking about it, see? The chill of the air. God damn it. I'm surprised at how chill the air is compared to the relative warmth of the day. I hate warm. I can almost see my breath as I wander the campus. Ooh, that's where it gets spicy. Waiting for the sun to come up or for me to fall asleep. At this point, either option works. Oh boy, I find myself at the track, where for the first time, Emmy's not out running. I actually thought she would be. I'm not even gonna lie. I suppose that makes sense. It's too early, even for her. Well, you don't know. Maybe sometimes she does. The bleacher seats are cold, but at this point, I welcome the sensation. Ooh, right on your ass, too? Don't get it on your balls, though. The sun is starting to show its face over the horizon. Oh, look, it's even changing. And I know with an awful certainty that I'll get no more sleep tonight. The sun's steadily strengthening rays start warming me up, and I watch the dew on the ground begin to steam slightly. And then they catch fire. Oh my god. My mind calms down a little. Oh god, am I just gonna fall asleep right on the fucking bleachers? Oh, no, someone shank me. No, no, get away, you bandits. I'm just being, like, assailed. Hey, wake up. Huh? Where to what? That's how I wake up all the time. Where am I? What year is it? Where were you on the night of 1978? I guess I fell asleep after all. What are you doing out here? You're going to catch a cold or something. I wouldn't be surprised if I just did. I rub my eyes and what the shit? And am confronted. Oh. I read and a confronted Emmy or and am confronted by Emmy, who bends me over. Oh my god, bends over me with a worried expression. She's like, I'm going to give you a spanking. Still a little groggy, so my response comes out in a mumble. Couldn't sleep, watch the sun come up. Oh, added that snort in there. You see how good I am at making random shit? Sounds like something Rin would say. Well, listen, I can't wait. Even though everyone's like, Rin fucking sucks on her own route. But she's fucking great at everyone else's. So, I don't know what to make of it. I shrug, feeling the stiffness that comes with sleeping on a bench for a few hours. It is? Is it? I wouldn't know. Emmy grins a little at my somewhat cranky response. So, couldn't sleep, huh? Obviously, we need to run you harder today. Oh, even though I've only known her for about a week, this seems a very Emmy-ish response to the problem. Hey, my body was plenty exhausted after yesterday. My mind just racing, that's all. That's the worst. When you know you should sleep and you should be dead, but your mind just keeps going. I don't see a difference. If you run hard enough, your brain will get tired too. Not if it's an overactive brain. I'm seriously questioning the wisdom of doing this first thing in the morning. I don't know if my grades will be able to handle my brain tiring out like that. Oh god, what did you just... Emmy pulls me up from the bleachers with surprising strength for someone of her size. She could, like, annihilate us, dude. Are you kidding me? The sheer fact that we have a heart problem lessens our strength by -10. Now, come on, Hisao. We've got work to do. I don't know if I'm actually up for it today, to be honest. Well, I'm here. I mean, I obviously didn't get much sleep, and what sleep I did get was on the bleachers. Ooh, that probably means, like, was I, like, sitting... I imagine I, like, My back's probably killing me now. I don't know. Should I really be running? I don't understand. Emmy glares at me. Uh-oh. Good heavens. Good heavens. What are you talking about? Of course you should be running. How else do you expect to work out the kinks? What kinks? You've been sleeping on the bleachers, for heaven's sake. The best way to get that soreness out is to run around a little. Or it'll make me even more sore. Now stop hiding in the bleachers and get down here. Well, there's no arguing that. I'm pretty sure she'd kill me if I didn't do as she said. Do like a flying jump kick with her prosthetics and smash my face, and I get to my feet and hop down to the track. Fucking exercise. The last thing I ever want to do in anything. The sun is warming things up rather nicely, I think. Emmy and I begin to stretch out, and I find myself once again hard-pressed not to stare. If this is how I have to wake up every day, I might be able to get used to this. Oh, Jesus. You know, Hisao, it's not polite to stare. You already knew. I wasn't staring, I swear. Bullshit. Emmy raises an eyebrow and considers me for a minute, as if evaluating my response. There's a brief moment where I'm afraid for my life. But then she smiles and laughs, shaking her head slowly. Honestly, you didn't have to deny it so strenuously. In response, I clap my hands together and go for a change of subject. Alright, so that's enough stretching, right? I'd rather talk about you staring at me some more. Do you find me attractive? Emmy gives a casual shrug. Do you feel stretched? That's really how you tell. Huh, when I do feel up to the run, if that's what she means. Yeah, I feel ready to go. Okay, but if you stretched wrong, your body's gonna break underneath you. Same thing as yesterday, okay? We'll just run for a mile at a steady pace. Don't worry about going real fast. Just worry about keeping the pace, got it? That's what I did. I told you. I already told you the story. You're the boss. And there she goes. Emmy grins again, and we take off around the track. And she's gonna pass me again. Watch, because I'm a big loser. Dot. I think I'm gonna die. Dude, I'm telling you. It's fucking... If it ain't gonna be our heart, it's gonna be the fact that we don't exercise. We're not even done with the first lap, and my legs are on fire. And I gotta do this every day. That means you'll just, well, get used to it. My breath is coming in ragged gasps. I can feel sweat pouring down my brow, and we've only just rounded the second turn. Come on, Hisao. You got 3 more laps to go. I wanna die. I can't do this. I can't do this. I don't need it. I can't do this. I think I might hurl. Good. Puke and then keep going. Somehow we're on the second lap. Emmy's not even sweating. Wait, he's like puke. He's like, I'm about to puke on like the second lap? What? Or almost on the second lap? After 1 lap? What a big loser. How could she do this so effortlessly? Because she does this every day? For some reason, I'm still moving. She's like a machine. 3rd lap. What happened to the second? What? What the shit? Almost there, Hisao. How the hell? Alright, liar. We've got another 2. Nothing to be done. I can't do this. Don't say can't. Emmy whirls around and begins running backwards. Her face is a mask of anger that surprises me. Never say that. If you say that, you'll have already lost. Okay. Keep moving. If you're alive, you can keep moving, damn it. You're right. Oh, language. We're on the 4th lap now. She really seems to want me to keep going. Legs move. Come on, move. They feel so sluggish. You don't even need to tell your legs to move. They're clearly still going. You skipped a lap. You don't even remember when that happened. I'm in mud or molasses or tar. I can't go on. I'll go on. Final stretch, Sal. Give it all you got. Oh, don't make me do a full sprint. I pump my legs as fast as they'll go. They keep refusing to obey my commands. Somehow I keep moving, though. Somehow I finish. That's it, Sal. I knew you had it in you. The anger Emmy showed a lap ago is gone, replaced with pride. She's positively radiant, like she just won the gold medal or something. Oh God, and this is when I die. I stagger to a stop and fall to my hands and knees, gasping for air. My heart is pounding far harder than it has in a long time. Oh, I knew this day would come. 'Cause you can't run, you can't push yourself. Your heart will explode, and guess what? You'll end up on Emmy's route. I don't think it's done this since. Oh God, no, don't even think about it. Don't even register it. Will it away. Oh no. Please slow down, heart. Heart. Come on. Just slow down. Stop racing. Ow. God, like, imagine every beat. Like, I know it's just I know it's an overactive heart and everything, but imagine if every time your heart beat, it just hurt. Oh, God. I cough and for some reason feel a grin crossing my face. Yeah. Oh, so this is how I die, huh? Oh, my God. Calm down. Now you're being dramatic. Trying to stay healthy. Oh, maybe we should have eaten our greasy, fatty foods instead. How ironic. Heart will slow down. I'm all ready to give up right there. And now we're fine. But then I feel my heart slow down. 2 hands grab under my arms and tug upwards. Aw. I look up and see Emmy standing over me with a mixture of delight and worry. On your feet! I almost died. Come on, you'll never catch your breath that way. Somehow I managed to stand. I try to raise my arms above my head, which does in fact help with the breathing and whatnot. Like last time I asked, and it apparently is a thing, but they feel like lead. I start to walk around the track while Emmy keeps close to me, like she's afraid I'll fall over or something. She might not be far off. I mean, the heart was literally 5 seconds away from exploding. I feel terrible, and say so. Emmy laughs. But you finished, didn't you? You said you couldn't, but you did. Isn't that worth it? No. I'm not sure, and I don't really have the breath to say so. But that small grin I felt on my face earlier hasn't left. Ah, pride. So what if my heart's weak? I still survived this morning. Dude, just from this Emmy training and everything, our heart will harden and become stronger than it was before. And it will not be overactive anymore. No, we're stuck with that. Maybe I'll survive tomorrow too. Dude. And it's kind of scary. Like, just heart palpitations, like, super duper fucking fast. Even when, like, clearly he's doing something, but I mean, what if you're just sitting there and, like, the slightest breeze just suddenly makes your heart just, you know? As soon as it becomes apparent that I'm not going to suddenly keel over, Emmy takes off on her sprints. I don't know how the hell she manages to sprint after running a mile, but I guess she's in much better shape than me. Once again, as I walk around the track, I can't help watching Emmy sprint. She's a mad woman. It's weird, but she's like a different person when she's pushing herself. Last time I noticed her eyes, but this time it's her mouth that catches my attention. What that mouth do? She's not wearing her normal grin. She's still smiling, but there's a tightness to it. It's almost grim, like she's fighting a losing battle, but doesn't care. She seems to be running harder, like she did yesterday. Sweat has started to pour down her face, but she keeps going. Her mouth finally opens as she can no longer get enough air through her nose. As she passes me once more, legs pumping, arms swinging in time, and her lips slightly parted. She looks beautiful. Captivating, even. Damn. After we both taken some laps around the track to cool down, Emmy changes back to her usual self. It's like she's... I wonder what when she like pushes herself, I wonder what she's thinking at that exact moment. You know what I mean? The transformation I saw in her is gone. Huh, not a bad day today, Hisao. There's almost admiration in her voice. What do you mean? I would have stopped if you hadn't yelled at me. No, you wouldn't. Emmy colors a little, seemingly embarrassed about her outburst. Sorry about that. I just can't stand to see people give up. Especially about something like this. Saying, I can't go on is silly when you're obviously going on while you're saying it. Exactly. That's what this is all about. What, saying silly things? Emmy sticks her tongue out at me. Oh, and she's glaring too. Idiot. I mean showing that you're alive. Huh? I'm showing that I'm alive, huh? I didn't know it had to be so painful. I'm barely alive, in fact. The heart determines when I get to live or die. I suppose that's for everyone, but in my case, it's much, much worse. But it does feel pretty good despite that. Besides, this is one of the hardest days. What do you mean by that? Whenever you start a workout, it's difficult the first day and really hard the second day, and then the third day's easier. Well, yeah, because then you're getting used to it. You'll stick... I'll stick something... Wait. You'll still get days that are really hard, but they'll pop up less and less. So this will eventually get really easy, huh? Yeah, of course. Duh. What the hell? But then you have to increase the difficulty, or you'll never get ahead. You'll just stay where you're at. You'll just get complacent, and you'll lose the sense of accomplishment. Pride and accomplishment, in fact. So I'll have to run more than just 4 laps, huh? I don't like the sound of that. Yup, but not for a while. You'll have to be careful, you know. A thought strikes Emmy, and her face lights up. Got it! Oh no, she's doing the owie thing. Got what? You could come with me to see the nurse. That way you don't fall over dead or anything. How charming, considering I almost did die. When? Right now, of course. You'll need a shower and everything, right? We don't have much time then. Grabbing my hand, she's off, pulling me along with her. I imagine it's like I'm like she's going so fast, not dragging me behind, but like I'm floating in the wind. You know what I mean? Like I'm a piece of paper. My goodness. But you're in a hurry today, aren't you, Emmy? I have no idea how we got to the nurse's office so fast, but here we are. Because Emmy, the fastest thing in the universe, was pulling you over here. The nurse grins at Emmy and seems to completely ignore me. Wow, you've got plenty of time to take a shower and get to class, you know. There's no need to run through the hallways like that. I could hear you coming a mile away. Hey, this is not her fault her legs make a lot of noise, because they're clanking on the fucking ground. Somehow it doesn't seem like he's actually scolding Emmy at all. Oh, I didn't think so. It's like this is sort of routine between the two of them. Emmy does a passable imitation of remorse. I'm sorry, I won't ever do it again. Damn, that was great. The nurse and Emmy both laugh at some private joke. Suddenly, it seems that he notices me. Hello. Ah, hello, Hisao. What brings you here? I mean, oh, never mind. I was gonna say something, and then Emmy just cuts me off. Hisao's officially joined me on my morning runs. I start to explain, but Emmy cuts me off. I thought he might need to visit you so that he doesn't die or anything. That's what she told me. The nurse raises his eyebrows in mock horror. Oh yes, that would certainly put me out of a job fast, wouldn't it? Well, not really. I mean, you can't help when you're not around and the student just suddenly, like, has a medical issue. Like, come on now. Or die. But that's a morbid thought, and I don't know. Oh. Well then, Hisao, let me take a look at you. Lift up your shirt, would you? No one looks at my scars. Scars? Oh my god, he's like covered. I mean scar. I'm suddenly very conscious of the fact that Emmy's in the room with me and blush in spite of myself. The nurse seems to sense my discomfort, but it only seems to amuse him. A bit shy, are we? He's like borderline Pegasus. Yugi boy. I don't know. He makes an apologetic bow to Emmy. Sorry, Emmy. I tried to get you a free show, but it doesn't seem to have worked. Emmy just, damn it. Emmy stiffens slightly and fires a look of annoyance at him. You're an asshole. Emmy bows to me apologetically. I'll wait outside, okay, Isao? Fucking Emmy. I begin to stammer that it's not really a big deal. She doesn't have to leave, but she's already out the door, and the nurse is laughing as she watches her go. Still got it. I don't get it. He laughs again, like he's in on some joke that's way over my head. I could still get her flustered. It's a competition of sorts we've had going on for a while now. That sounds incredibly sinister to me, and it seems as if the nurse realizes that too. Oh, well, that sounded a lot worse than it actually is, come to think of it. I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything, but now that you did, no, you're right. I should fill you in so that you don't get the wrong idea. I'm actually relatively new here, you see. I didn't even think anything bad of it, to be honest. I got hired on the same year Emmy started going here. Before that, I worked with Emmy during her initial rehab following her accident. Oh. Hold on, what? So he's been with her this whole time then. We had to amputate her legs after a really nasty car wreck. Ooh, it nearly killed her and succeeded. He shuts up abruptly. I blink at receiving this unexpected piece of news. Jesus Christ, you didn't have to hit me with that first thing in the morning. So she lost her legs in a car accident. That fucking sucks. Well, it's not my place to say. Anyway, we've known each other for quite a while, so we have a slightly more familiar relationship than is strictly professional. He seems embarrassed, like he's done something stupid. He was about to tell me her whole life story. I guess he's really worried about that. I wave a hand to let him know it's not a big deal. Don't worry, sir. I promise I'm gonna be discreet. I had been wondering about what caused Emmy to lose her legs, and that was one of the scenarios I thought of. There were only so many ways that could have happened, but actually hearing about the facts, it's still a little shocking. I feel like you can lose your limbs in a lot of ways, okay? We humans are actually fairly fragile creatures. We could die getting looked at funny. Like it's... Well, thanks. You're a good kid, Hisao. I could see why Emmy became friends with you. She's quite indomitable, you know. Well, how you mean? You didn't see her learning to walk. She'd go for so much longer than the others in the hospital. She refused to quit. I like that attitude. Normally it takes years to get to the point where you can even think about running again. Emmy did it all in about a year. He almost seems proud of her, like a father who watches his daughter win a competition or something. Hell, she'd probably have done it faster if not for the fact that we wouldn't let her. Dude, wouldn't let her? Why not? Because, I mean, she might end up hurting herself. because she'd go for so long that her legs would start bleeding where they met her prosthetics. Ooh, yeah, and she was still gonna keep going? Dude, if I see blood, I'm like, nah, I feel like I'm done here. It's a real concern. It's why she comes by every day after she runs. Yep. To say nothing of the risk of infection if her legs got cut up and her prosthetics are dirty. Ooh. But enough about that. If we don't get you on your way soon, Emmy will think we're up to something. Up to what? As he says this, he gives a wink and begins checking my heartbeat. Dude, he could just sense that we had had super heart palpitations on the run. The stethoscope is way too cold, just the way I like it. He really should have heated it up or something before he used it. What the fuck is he gonna do? Let me just put this in the microwave real quick. After a few moments, he leans back, satisfied. Oh, he brands you just... right on the scar. Oh, shit. Well, you sound pretty good to me, Hisao. You didn't have any chest pains while you were running, did you? Not really. I had some trouble catching my breath, though, and my heart was racing by the end, too. The nurse frowns as I say this, but then shrugs. It's probably just because you're out of shape. But if you don't improve, then you should let me know, okay? Don't push yourself too much, and of course, if you have any chest pains, come to me immediately, right? I could give you more drugs. Ah, sweet, just what I need. I put my shirt back on, and the nurse leans out the doorway to call in Emmy. Emmy! What took you so long? Now I'm going to be late. The nurse gives me a significant look. I was just seducing Hisao, that's all. Oh, why? I mean, he's right. I've already fallen head over heels, but... What? Come on, what have I told you about seducing my friends? Is this a common occurrence? I'm just another one of his floozies. I'd expected Emmy to be shocked by this, but instead she seems merely annoyed, scolding the nurse as if he were a child stealing cookies. Meanwhile, I try hard not to blush at the nurse's innuendo. I'll try not to do it again, though I fear young Hisao may be lost to the female gender forever. I don't know, man. Breasts and vagina have a different appeal than a penis. I'm just saying. Not fucking likely. Considering what? Why is it? Oh, okay. I was like, what the shit's going on? Considering the fact that I literally stare at Emmy every time we're stretching. Like a super horny ass teenager. He just... Well, I mean, that's literally what he is. God damn it. See what happens when my brain just says words through me and I don't think? I didn't mean to say that out loud, but both the nurse and Emmy regard me for a moment before bursting into laughter again. Told you he was funny, didn't I? Huh. I guess Emmy does talk to the nurse a lot about stuff. Well, Hisao, you should probably get moving. You still need a shower before class starts, don't you? Ah, crap, he's got a point. And it looks like I've only got half an hour. Thank you for your time. I'll see you later, MEK. Bye! I dash out of the room as the nurse begins to remove Emmy's prosthetics. As I head down the hallway, I can just barely hear his voice drifting after me. Emmy, you've got to be more careful. Dude, she's a little firecracker, that one. She's not like Firecracker Nobushina, but she's something. I make it back to my room and shower in record time, because really, all we need is to squirt some shit all over us. You know, shampoo, yes, just squirt shampoo on us. Body wash, and boom, there you go. It occurs to me that I've already been up for 4 hours and class hasn't even started yet. This is going to be a really long day. Really long day. I hope I don't fall asleep in class. Cue falling asleep in class. Oh, it's just going to do... And so he fell asleep in class, and it was all history from there. Oh, I probably just slept here and didn't even go to class. The morning sunlight, oh, never mind, streaming through my window wakes me up instead of my alarm, and I realize that it must be Sunday. Emmy has kind of deigned to give me weekends off from our morning runs. What? I don't actually know if I woke up at all yesterday or if I just slept through the entire day. My legs groan in protest as I lever myself out of bed. All this running is really taking it out of me. Still, I can't deny that Emmy wasn't lying to me. It's gotten a little easier. I've been worried that the runs would start to wear on my nerves, literally and figuratively, but thus far I haven't minded them much. Well, it's only been a week. I suppose there's plenty of time for me to start dreading the sound of my alarm in the morning. Or you'll get turned on by it, because then you'll start liking these. Not that I can ever skip out now. As Emmy said, it's harder to stop a routine when there's another person. And frankly, I don't think I'm equipped to deal with a disappointed Emmy. She'd probably give me those puppy dog eyes, and I'd feel terrible about myself. And then she'd beat my ass. Which reminds me, wasn't I supposed to be somewhere today? I don't know. You tell me. Oh, you mean the fucking, the track thingy? What the shit was it? The track meet. Yeah, there it is. I literally was like, track? What was the other word? Meat. Track meat. Steak. Meat. That's how I thought of it, but it's not even the steak, the meat version. I arrive at conclusions at very weird things. Hey, you're coming with me to the track meet on Sunday, right? What am I talking about? Of course you are. Right? Those puppy dog eyes again. Of course I'm going. I owe you, right? Exactly. So don't forget, okay? Well, now, when was this? What specific time? Crap! Emmy's track meet. I better get a move on if I don't want to miss her running, since she's the only reason I'm even considering going. Otherwise, it would defeat the purpose of going. Oh boy. Oh Jesus, everyone's around, and I burp, and then I soon find myself quite suddenly surrounded by a crowd of people, all turning out to see our track team compete with another school like this one. Like exactly like this school? I'll admit it, it's almost comforting to know we're not the only school like this. Oh, so it is. After you see that there are 2 schools with a bunch of defective kids as well. Don't say defective, okay? Well, you stop feeling so defective. You're not defective. You just have a problem that makes it so it's harder for you to do things in real life, in everyday life. It's fine. It doesn't mean you're defective. It doesn't stop you from living life. I just don't like that word when people say it about themselves. You also stop feeling unique, which in most cases would be a bad thing, but in this case it sure as hell isn't. That's part of Yamaku's appeal, I guess. Learn that you're not unique. Hell, learn that there's a lot of others who would kill to be saddled with your problem instead of whatever they're dealing with. Some of the kids here aren't here because they're missing a leg or they have a heart condition. Some of them might be here because they're as good as dead in 2, maybe 3 years if lucky. Jesus Christ. And that's only if they get the right sort of care. It's the bitter sort of comfort to be able to say, well, at least I got a chance of being alive through college, but there it is. It's very morbid, but we're going to move past that. I'm brought out by my rather morbid musings by the appearance of Rin, near the entrance to the bleachers. You came. Of course, I said I would, didn't I? That doesn't necessarily imply that you had to follow through. A lot of people say things and don't mean them. That's true. Well, I don't. Rin shrugs, seemingly bored with our conversation. She turns on her heel and heads back toward the stands. I owe Emmy money now. Why is that? I didn't think you'd show up. Emmy did. So I owe her 500 yen. Man, $5 bet? The fuck? You two bet an awful lot, don't you? Another shrug from my armless companion. Alright, you don't have to bring up the arms. I don't think so. We enter the bleachers and Rin nods upwards. Up there. I came out to see if you'd come. For the bet, I presume. She was hoping for that $5. Rin leads the way, and soon we've settled down on an almost empty bench. Oh, hello! Who are you? There's an older woman sitting next to Rin. Someone's mother, I assume. Oh, is this gonna be, I'm gonna take a guess and say Emmy's mom, considering you said mother, and she has a sprite, and we're in Emmy's route. Boom, guru'd. She's got rather long hair, done up in a braid. On seeing Rin, she gives her an oddly familiar-seeming grin. Ah, see? Well, this is surprising. I thought you went to get a snack, not a boy. Huh? A snack? I wondered why I was down there. The woman laughs, again in a way that seems familiar. Where have I seen her before? Well, I suppose you've always been one to go out for one thing and bring back another. But I'm being rude. I haven't introduced myself. I'm Mako. Ah, see? Ha 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 ha! I fucking called it. I'm so good. I'm Mako Ibarazaki. I'll never be able to say it, dude. Emmy's mother. Pleased to meet you. Jesus Christ. That's a spicy meatball, if you know what I mean. Well, that explains it. She's like a taller, older, and better endowed Emmy. Apart from her hair being a darker shade than Emmy, there's really no mistaking the resemblance. Yeah, the guru wasn't really like a hard thing in this case to pull off. Sorry, I'm Hisao Nakai, nice to meet you. Got a heart problem, but I'm not gonna say it. And really, you don't have to apologize for not introducing yourself, Miss Ibarazaki. Oh my god. I know. People have told me how to say it. Sometimes you just can't say certain things. No matter, even if you know, like saying, that's really Rin's job in this situation, isn't it? Another laugh from Emmy's mother. I take it you've not known Rin for that long, then? It's best not to expect her to remember something like that. She's got other things to think about, I assume. She's got... Look at her doing her faces and stuff. You guys know I like Ara. This is bullshit. Rin nods, seeming pleased by this assessment. She's right, you know. I was thinking about sunsets. You see, it's really up to us to make introductions and the like. For lack of any better response, I nod. Miss Ibarazaki. 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 I just said it 3 times. Leans back a little on her seat and raises an eyebrow. So, how long have you and Rin been dating? Man, I wish. But we haven't. My response consists of silence as my brain suddenly lurches into gear. But just before I can begin to utter a hastily babbled explanation, Emmy's mother bursts into laughter again. God damn it, you're teasing me just like your daughter does. Ha, you're a blusher, aren't you? Shut up. I can't help my body. I don't know if there's any way to keep my dignity in this situation, so I settle for a mumbled response. Maybe. So this must be a new romance then, mustn't it? Wait, that's not the question that... Another laugh. I know, but it's funny to watch you squirm. I'm sorry. Forgive an old woman her amusements. Old woman? She sure doesn't look that old to me. Clearly, Emmy gets her youthful features from her mother. Oh boy. I suppose I can let it go. How kind of you. It's starting. Rin's already done. Oh, damn, look, everyone's all getting ready to go. Let's go. See, here's the thing. Not in this case, right? Because like how the track is set up, it makes sense that everyone like is farther back because it's just how it's positioned. But I never understood why in certain races everyone they all lined up, right here. Like, say if it wasn't like this, they were like starting not or on the turn, they were starting on the whatever. They all start at the same, point, but then there's people back. Like, there's people that start in the back, and it's like, why would you do that? You're giving them a disadvantage right off the bat. I never understood. But again, that's not for this track. This is for... Anyway, I direct my attention to the track where they're performing. What? Preparing for the first sprint. It looks like the 400-meter dash. Look, she is ready to fucking go. The rest of these losers, they ain't got nothing. I know you, though. I scanned the runners before finding Emmy. You mean the one that's, like, literally right there in front of your fucking face? She's smiling with an almost cocky look on her face. Oh, God. The starter, he raises his pistol. That's fucking... I bet they're not going to use guns anymore. Emmy explodes off the block, disappearing from the starting line in a blur. It's amazing. Even the other sprinters converge on the lanes closest to the inside line. Emmy surges to the front of the pack. By the time she rounds the final turn, some of the other runners have caught up with her. Their efforts come to naught, though, since a final burst of speed from Emmy leaves them at least a half second behind. God damn. She's so fucking fast. Miss Ibarazaki whoops and shouts, applauding wildly, and generally looking like any other parent cheering on their child. Get him! Fuck the rest of those kids! Alright, Emmy bounds off the track, looking pleased with herself. Damn, I cheer right along with the rest of them. The announcer, sounding suspiciously like Misha, gleefully giving the results. Suspiciously, huh? I think she's gotten faster since the last time. That was incredible. Miss Ibarazaki grins proudly. Emmy's a heck of a runner. We fall silent as the next event is being prepared. I'm surprised to see Emmy striding out onto the track again. What is she doing? I thought we were done. Wait, didn't she just run? Emmy's mother nods. Yes, but she runs multiple events for the team, especially the sprints. Jesus Christ. It's a lot of running, but Emmy can handle it. I love my daughter. From the looks of things, she's right. Emmy doesn't appear to be tired, as if she hadn't run the previous event at all. Man, I wish I could be like that. If not for the sweat visible on her shirt, you'd never know. Which event is this? It's the 200-meter dash. She'll do this one, the 100-meter, and the relay. Oh my god, I see. Oh, Jesus, stop terrifying me. Once again, the pistol sounds, and once again, Emmy flies off the block. A thumping sound draws my attention away from the race. It's Rin's foot. What? She seems completely absorbed in the race. Emmy's mother cheers again, and I assume that the race is over. Sprints don't seem to me like they take very long to complete. No, they're sprints. They're fucking fast. Your foot? Your foot was bouncing on the bleachers. Oh. You seem pretty into this stuff. I'm surprised. Rin looks at me quizzically. Why wouldn't I be? No reason. I just thought the stuff like sports wouldn't interest you. I suppose you're right. It's not that interesting. God damn it. But I'm watching Emmy, not the sport. I don't follow. You're supporting your friend. Emmy's the most Emmy when she runs. You don't get to see Emmy at her Emmyest very often. Emmy at her Emmyest. But here you can. See? She directs my attention toward the track again, where the 100-meter dash is about to start. I watch Emmy closely. As she gets on to the starter blocks, her whole body seems to relax, but it's a false relaxation. I can see that she's actually like a coiled spring. As the starter tells, look at that smile! As the starter tells everyone to get set, her head snaps up and her eyes narrow slightly. Her mouth curls upward in what could be a grin and could be a growl. When the pistol goes off, it's as if she's been unleashed from a cage, like she was always moving at this blinding speed, but we couldn't see it happening until the starter's pistol dispelled the illusion of motionlessness. Want to see her run to that rockin' back? Want to see her do it again? It'll all be over in a few seconds, but in those few seconds, I feel like I just witnessed something very personal for Emmy. As soon as she crossed the finish line, the fierce look was replaced by her normal grin. The conquering general returning to his farm. Amazing. She really is amazing. I've never seen anyone move that fast. Especially after running 2 other things. Well, don't look at me. I'm far too relaxed to run that fast. No, I think Emmy's prowess all comes from her father's side. Oh no. At the mention of Emmy's father, Miss Ibarazaki looks wistful, almost sad. Oh, he got her into running, you know. Yeah, she told me. I am uncertain as to whether or not it would be rude of me to ask after Emmy's father, but after that look on her face a few days ago, I feel compelled to ask. Where's her father now, if I might ask? Oh, no. Emmy's mother hesitates, clearly not willing to answer the question, but at the same time not wishing to appear rude. I feel like I'm the rude one. He isn't around anymore. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up bad memories. I'm insensitive. I'm an insensitive fuck. Emmy just seemed a little sad when she mentioned him earlier. That's not surprising, considering. They were very close. I see. Did he die in the car accident? Oh God, a beeping sound suddenly emanates from Miss Ibarazaki's pocket. Reaching into it, she pulls out a cell phone and looks at it. Honestly, text messages? What is he, 16? What, huh? Oh, nothing. I gotta go meet up with a friend of mine, okay? Will you tell Emmy I'm very proud of her and that I'll call her later tonight? Of course. Oh, the true sadness is about to is here. The true sadness. God damn it. It's like sprinkling it in. Like that little you know. Here's a little backstory for you, but you're not gonna know the full details until later into the route, I'm sure. God damn it, you only make me more and more curious the more details you give me. Why do you do this to me?